This is the Dzogchen Semde Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. This mid-morning, let's conversationally recite the first half of the meditation classic, Spaciousness of Vajrasattva. So if you're watching on the clock app and you'd like to recite with me, the link you need is over yonder. And by the way, not only can you participate in real time, it's also available for free download. Excuse me. Spaciousness of Vajrasattva was comprised over 1,000 years ago by the great Buddhist reformer Vajra of Udayana, which is considered present-day Swat Valley of Pakistan. Listen, O virtuous one, I will show you the truth of your being. You are and always have been Vajrasattva, the infinite consciousness, living presence, and creative power of the divine. The vast spaciousness of being, always good, the way of liberation for all beings, beyond appearance and disappearance, and beyond the grasp of intellect. By the way, the moment you have a specific question about what it is I am reciting, type it out in great detail. At the end of each passage, I'll check the live stream and see if there's a question. The most reliable place to type your question is on the Tube app. Love being our essence, attainment is already complete, and there is no need to strive at practicing great compassion. Love being the supreme good, there is no need to extol the many splendid qualities of compassion. Phenomena are not other than the true condition. Without input on our part, they appear and disappear. Naturally arising wisdom need not be actively sought. Self-liberating by nature, it reveals the way. Earth, air, fire, and water are the indwelling divine, despite our mistaken notions. Liberation dawns from within our being and is not dependent on others. Supreme wisdom is difficult to realize except by the way of wisdom itself. Dependence on others is merely notional, since bliss actually arises naturally from within. And yet the miraculous is not beyond our recognition due to intuitive insight into the natural state. Our innate capacities and spiritual powers come to the fore naturally from within our own inner depths. Real meditation is effortless letting go in the true condition. This true condition never appears to us as something which can be seen. Striving to grasp it, we prevent the recognition of its true nature. Nor can the supreme secrecy of the primal continuum be revealed by hearing about it. Nor can words reveal its nature even in the barest measure. The suffering of sentient beings is only consciousness, intrinsically perfect energy in varied forms. The moment you have a question about what it is I'm reciting, simply type your question in great detail in the chat window. Beyond movement, unshaken, it abides equally in all. People talk of karma. In truth, there is only consciousness beyond all our notions. For those imprisoned in the ups and downs of thought and emotion, the pristine continuum of awareness remains hidden. The mind of awakening gives rise to all appearances. Being unborn, it is indestructible. This timeless space of pure being is beyond the reach of thought. The deepest meditative tranquility does not think of itself as this or that. There is no need to conceptualize or purify the mind of concepts. Although wisdom may, as it comes to the fore, take the form of concepts. Some meditators strive to put their minds into a thought-free state, thinking this gives them access to something subtle. They isolate themselves in lonely places. Examined closely, this is seen to be a form of conceptual meditation. Thinking in terms of causes and results, such seekers strive to transcend this world. They reject the bad and accept the good, although non-dual wisdom already transcends dualities like good and bad. Clinging and indifference are concepts, so too echo-like is anything in between. Joy and sorrow arise from the same source, so declares Vajrasattva, refuge of all. Where else could aversion, attachment, and anger arise except from the luminous energy of the mind? Objects of pleasure are also just this, formulations of the energy of the light of wisdom. Concepts are like space, but neither space nor concepts ever come into true existence. Abiding in spacious consciousness, beyond desire and directed intent, one's condition widens to infinity. Concept-free equanimity is the ground of being, but like the moon reflected on water, it cannot be grasped. Through the divine creative energy, the vibratory sounds of speech are manifested. The mantric sounds of ah and ta and pa and their many elaborations express the creative power of infinite consciousness and figure forth the mind of light. Emaho, oh how amazing, the enlightened realm is never found by seeking and can never be perceived by the six senses. Those who seek it in this way are like blind ones grasping for the sky. A graduated spiritual path of purification is at odds with the effortlessness of the true condition. Realization does not come by following such a path. That is like searching for the end of space. The true condition, being what it is, revealed as it is, cannot be seen as a path to travel. The state of effortless enlightenment is the source of all. Its manifestations are marvelous wonders. Take two. Its manifestations are all marvelous wonders. Past and present abide within the true condition. The eternal now of consciousness is the path for all. Such is suchness, the light of wisdom, the realization of enlightened beings, both past and yet to come. This living presence is the universal way. The moon and its reflection on water are non-dual. The mind of awakening is not to be found by those engrossed in fabricated features and stages of the way. Focusing attention on present pleasures and their future consequences is a limiting way to follow any path. It is something to avoid. Past, present, and future are one, not three. Only the present has endured throughout time. The nature of reality pervades the whole of creation, its wonderful qualities everywhere to be found. Everything that appears in all the worlds derives from karma, is rooted in concepts, and is phantasmal in nature. Even the situation of a universal emperor is merely a training ground for dealing with illusion. Those who meditate using the time-bound intellect will never be liberated within the time frame of their imagining. For those who practice, for those whose practice is rooted in prayers and striving, everything said about emptiness fully applies. Having completed the first half of Spaciousness of Vajrasattva, let us now shift gears. For the remainder of this morning's live stream, let us sit and breathe and watch and rest. Or to put it another way, the most efficient way for us to practice mindfulness is to silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this every time we feel our body inhale. The most efficient way to practice meditation is to silently and mentally recite the verb rest every time we feel our body exhale. So let's see, it's 12 minutes after the hour. So 55 minus 12 is 55 minus 10, which is 45. 45 minus 2 is 43. Okay, so 43, let's bump that to 44. Let's jump that to 11 minutes. So the most efficient way to practice 4 sets of 11 minutes is to count actual minutes on the creases of our left hand, beginning with the first set of creases of our left little finger. The easiest way to count a minute is to count 12 inhalations on our right hand. We'll do this together as a team. The most efficient way to gently invite our subtle energies to coalesce in our lower abdomen is to rest the lowest knuckle of our right little finger upon the tip of our left little finger, palms up in our lap, while counting inhalations and minutes using the creases of our hands. The most efficient way to gently invite our subtle energies to coalesce at the crown of our head is to rest the lowest knuckle of our right index finger upon the tip of our left index finger, palms up in our lap. The most efficient way to gently invite our subtle energies to coalesce behind our navel is to rest the lowest knuckle of our right ring finger upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Well, thank you for the love. The most efficient way to gently to invite our subtle energies to coalesce in our chest is to rest the lowest knuckle of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. 4. Meditate like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers, just like you. In approximately 7 1/3 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's evening lesson, followed by the group practice, wherein we each meditate like a Jedi. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.